And we're hoping, desperately hoping, that Richard Branson can speak to us now from his balloon. Mr. Branson, give us a progress report if you can. Well, I did tell you we were desperately hoping. I didn't understand a word of that. Perhaps you did, but we'll press on.
This is another thing. You're driving along. You know that awful feeling when you're driving along the motorway and you start to get drowsy? Well, this is the answer. Plug this into your dashboard, put that under your feet and set the alarm. When it goes off, that alerts you, and you press that and you stop it. Keeps you awake. Finally, very quickly, stop, quiet, stop it. Stop it. Now, very quickly, bottle of champagne, how do you open it? Well, you do it like this. This is the easy way to do it. Sorry about that thing keeping bigger. Stop. You, oh dear. Well, anyway, I can assure you, you can open this with no trouble at all. Over to Sophie. Over to Sophie.
Temperatures a little bit higher in the south than today, up to around 9, 10 or 11 Celsius. That's the low 50s Fahrenheit. Unfortunately, I can't leave you with the summary, but if I could tell you it was going to be bright with some wintry showers in the far north.
Would you know a good invention when you saw one? How about this? Whoa! you see, it's a live show.
It must be said the under-manager for tailgate design has been thinking hard too. Look, he's given us lights way up here for better rear visibility. He's given us a remote control facility for opening the boot lid, which... He's given us a remote control device for unlocking the boot. He's put the tail lights way up here so following traffic can see them more easily. He's given us a remote control facility for unlocking the boot, which hasn't worked again, you useless German piece. He's given us a remote control device for unlocking the boot. Well, still doesn't.
And I'll be reporting on the young engineers given 5 hours to build one of these.
Typical.
In fact, it's the first fall in profit since 1992. That's the last recession. We blame all sorts of things. Excuse me. Thanks very much. This is the audience walking out. I hope you're all still there at home, anyway.
Be gone, don't care you, and I shall never regret. Long time hast thou been tarrying here, I find thou wouldst me kill.
No,
This fella gave me great pleasure playing for Liverpool Football Club, but over 60 times for England as well. Will you please welcome Ray Clements? Well, that's his hand. He's only been on a minute and he's off.
When you cross this line here, you're out of Rome and into the Vatican State. And this is a separate country. It's got its own shops, newspaper, postal system, and also international broadcasting service. It's a centre for Catholics. And behind me here is the Sistine Chapel, and over beyond is where the smoke shows when a new pope has been elected. And if you look at those windows over there...
I suppose a weedy boy was... Hello.
It's all that poltergeist again, is it?
Seems to be keen these days, doesn't he?
Why don't you shut up? I'll ram this down your throat.
You would do.
2 against 1 isn't fair. Stop it! Right.
This
This is beauty.
I've left my Tony rings behind in London. Looks like...
There's no doubt pennyworth is nasty stuff, but you can help in the fight against it. Over the next couple of weeks, while the plant is fully grown, if you spot it in a river or a ditch or a pond, then make a note of where it is and phone up the Environment Agency. They'd love to hear from you. I've seen some over here.
Regular Casanova, aren't you? Charging.
CID should have copped that.
I know.
Here. CID should have copped that.
Yeah, I know.
Here.
Is that what the argument was about 3 weeks ago?
When the police were called round to Jackson's house to deal with a breach of the peace, you were charged with...
Threatening behaviour.
I broke the bed.
But even if the right to stage the World Cup is won, getting the goals to make it another home victory could be a whole lot harder. Robert Oakley, BBC News,
I'm Alistair Yates with a summary of the world news. The Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif has addressed the nation, blaming the President and the Chief Justice for the constitutional crisis in Pakistan. Mr. Sharif directly accused the President of trying to destabilise the government.
Now, other news from around Europe. The British Foreign Secretary Malcolm Rifkin has been in Paris today. He saw President Chirac, and afterwards he said that there were... Oh, you stupid little... Oi. Barre-toi, barrez-vous, hein?
Now, of all the world's birds, the humble pigeon doesn't usually generate much excrement. Much excitement. It's found almost everywhere and is often seen as a pest, the pigeon, that is.
The report also recommends that youngsters like Reese should be treated by dedicated paediatric teams instead of staff who also treat adults. Its recommendations have been accepted in full by the government, which next month carries out a review into which hospitals should be the dedicated regional centres of excellence. Matthew Hill, BBC News, Bristol.
And our correspondent, John Sopel, is in Washington.
Hello.
Donald McCormick joined me and Nicky Marks for The World Today, and the day America's third most powerful politician, Newt Gingrich, finds out if he can keep his job as Speaker of the House of Representatives, despite admitting unethical conduct. The decisive vote is expected shortly. Also in the programme, the East German master spy, Markus Wolf, returns to court to plead not guilty to charges from the Cold War. And amid Orthodox Christmas celebrations, the Serbs... Oh, hell.
Formers and college graduates training for a teaching career is falling fast. To find out why, the National Union of Teachers is interviewing thousands of young people to find out why teaching is such a turn-off. The head of the NUT's Education Department is John Bangs. He's in our central London studio. He was in our central London studio, but he seems to have disappeared.
And that's news so far this morning. Let's have a quick look at today's weather. Many places will be cloudy this morning, and there could be little drizzle for a while. This afternoon will be dry with some sunny spells expected at times, especially in the west of the region.
Not much of a laughing matter. But in fact, this is... We're just trying to get Isabel onto her special podium.
Yes, you have to understand, Isabel has to stand on the stand. It's a little platform, and she's climbing up on it now.
It's a miracle.
And
Comedy of our own.
She's now adult height and can give us the weather. Isabel.
address.
Hello, I'm Quentin Rayner.
And I'm Kate Squire. Tonight on East Midlands Today.
A neighbour's photos and video convicts a man of cruelty to his pet dog. Hello, I'm Quentin Rayner.
And I'm Kate Squire. Tonight on East Midlands Today.
A neighbour's photos and video convicts a man of cruelty to his pet dog.
Cute.
Hello, I'm Quentin Rayner.
And I'm Kate Squire. Tonight on East Midlands... Sorry. I've never done that before. That was all you. Do it again. Come on, do it again. I'm all right now.
It's going to be live, isn't it?
No, quite. Can't be live. Come on, go for it.
I can't do this live.
You're going to have to
Just
in a
think
minute.
something awful.
Hello, I'm Quentin Rayner.
And I'm Kate Squire. Tonight on East Midlands Today.
You did it. Hello, I'm Quentin Rayner.
This is awful. This is truly awful.
I'm Quentin Rayner.
And I'm Kate Squire. Tonight on East Midlands Today.
A neighbour's photos and video convicts a man of cruelty to his pet. Hello, I'm Quentin Rayner.
And I'm Kate Squire. Tonight on East Midlands Today.
A neighbour's photos and video convicts a man of cruelty to his pet dog.
And we book an appointment with Casper the cat, who's got everybody talking down at his local library.
We'll bring you the full story in half an hour.
And up sound. And mix. Shut the mics. Who's flipping Ray?
Agus mé go thuúú take manist. Hé teacham ar a chuúgála agus na scutramíchéna sin, hé teacham stad churéir. Cearst. Macha seo.
Trouble, my little English flower.
I've already got some help, thanks.
Or this! Up!
But now there are signs that people are returning, and soon they'll have even more reason to do so.
With the boom in cycling holidays in this part of mid-Wales, the women-only cycle shop is gearing up for business. As for me, I prefer a lazier type of cycle ride. Steve Jones, BBC Wales Today, Llanrhaid y Mochnant.
Barbara and I were discussing who's better looking, Brad Pitt or Les Dynam.
Kathleen, you had a great career as an opera singer, and then something went wrong. What was that?
Well, in the late summer of 1995, I started feeling quite unwell, and I went to my GP and was taken into Charing Cross Hospital with a large tumour.
And what was the trouble?
Sorry, I just got a bit carried away.
Right, now sit down.
Yes.
Right. Now this time, I'll be the applicant.
Right, wait, have we done it this way one, Rance?
Yeah, what? This time, I'll be the applicant.
Wait, haven't we done it this way? Oh.
You would normally be looking at what we call the 4 Ps of marketing. One is the product. Number 2, you need to look at your prices. The third P is your location.
Built into it. You couldn't get them on costumes. Have already got a pair of boots built in. You couldn't get them on over. Get them on. Do you know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to say that right.
There's an 18-year waiting list. Any proposals to put in a sort of fast-track system so that women can be seen to be in the club rather sooner than later? I'll do that again, because there's a bit... Thank you very much indeed.
Because, if you must know, I went out with a drink for... Because, if you must know, I went out with a drink for...
Just stop making excuses and face facts. You're making it sound like an accusation. We all care about and you want to help. You simply can't turn a blind ear to your hearing. A blind ear.
I don't understand.
Oh, well, first of all, you see, you screw up some paper, then you put your fingering on, then you put...
What are you talking about? We've been coming here and doing this every year since 1998.
This man Carlos here knows this track like the back of his hand. No, we're not. We're back on wheels again. I think I spoke too soon. Okay.
Actually, Bridget's got a problem of her own.
What?
Should she be a star here on Tyne Cable or a student? What do you think? Phone us now with your vote. 0891 2256 for student. 0891 22555 for star.
The insect invasion is great news for scientific study, but not so for those under siege. From local farmers to visiting tourists who may see more bugs than they've bargained for.
You need his special whistle.
Special whistle?
Yeah, the instructor said he can't concentrate and he gets too easily distracted. He'll come when he hears this.
Broken?
No, it isn't. It's higher than we can hear. He says it's the only thing that gets the attention of dogs that are not very bright.
It didn't move.
I took him to obedience classes.
When?
Thursday evenings when you do your baking. You need his special whistle.
Special whistle?
Yeah, the instructor said...
I've done all the housework. Rona's out getting the sandwich things and your father's finally...
And certainly if you're doing the water again today, you couldn't do that. You'd need to use footpaths and old railway lines like this to make the walk attractive.
Fancy carrying on. I don't know whether we'll get to East Grinstead, John, but
well, it's quite a long way.
We'll try.
Yeah.
Come on, Bertie. Come on, come on.
We have really got a surplus of beef, and we think that the price to the farmer will increase if the sales will increase.
You, of course, have to persuade other countries to take British beef, and that's not easy, is it?
We've got a bit of a problem here with the sound.
Sorry.
Because the cow is eating the... or trying to eat the thing that's in my ear. Never mind, Stuart, we'll have another go.
You knew that Mr. Snetterton had been in hospital the day before. It was the dog that threw me.
Shoot! Trixie! Shoot! Shoot! Trixie! Shoot! Trixie, when you get after these sheep! Shoot!
Oh, God, hang on. Certainly does.
Well, great you will be back on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, and so will I. Yes, with this little lot, I've got Johnny Briggs for you, also Just William, and I'm going to be...
You don't have to be perfect. Now, once you've done that with all of your animals, the next thing you need to do is allow it to dry, like this one here, and peel it off. There we go. Now, to make sure you can definitely see it once you turn your light on, I'm going to highlight it. Where's it gone?
so you didn't get the job.
What? Have you looked at my post?
Said Miss O'Hagan, it could have been for me.
Time for a couple more cards. Oops, look, it's the Teletubbies. Oops, getting windy out here, maybe I'll...
Mark, I was wondering if you could take the lid off that for me, please.
Yeah, shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, is it a bit stuck?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Just got to warm up a bit, that's all. Yeah, limber up.
Ever since I got you, all you did is pick at us, and now this.
Well, I'm used to living by myself.
I'm not surprised, because no one could put up with you even if they're desperate.
Where are you going?
From now on, I'm relying on no one except myself.
Where are you going?
From now on, I'm relying on no one except myself.
The battles of the First World War dragged on for months at a time, both sides rarely gaining more than a few metres of this no-map muddy.